So recently, I made a video about everything I love about Battlefield 6. The main takeaway is that the core gameplay is great, and I praised what I enjoy about the game. In this video, I'm going to play devil's advocate and talk about the various shortcomings. The good thing is that many of these issues are either a small part of the experience or easily fixable, but let's discuss them anyways. The first one is the god-awful keybind settings. I hate the UI of this game in general as it's super unintuitive and cumbersome, but the keybinds are on another level. You try and read what it is and it scrolls over and resets too fast, and what you're reading barely makes any sense. Then you may inadvertently make a change that you didn't mean to. And if you do this, it's next to impossible to unbind. You have to reset all your settings just to reset one input. I hate when games do this. How hard is it to add an individual unbind option? Like, how is this a thing in 2025 from a fucking AAA studio? It's just super annoying. The silver lining is that once you have everything set how you like it, you'll hopefully never have to touch it again, but it doesn't make the experience any less annoying while you're messing with it. I mentioned the general UI sucks as well, so let's talk about that whack-ass menu. You have the featured playlist. Okay, cool. But why can't I click on that and have it bring up all the featured game modes? Instead, I have to scroll over and see the modes, and then you have multiplayer options. You would think this would show every mode, right? Nope, if you want to play Rush, you have to click on custom search. Why? Here's an alternative. Why not display every game mode in the game in the playlist that shows the game's game modes? Just a bizarre design decision, but okay, you do you. And speaking of this, to use your XP tokens, you have to hit left trigger or L2 to bring up the token menu. Well, I actually had to watch a YouTube video for how to do this, and before you call me an idiot, understand that I play M&K. I literally had to plug a controller in just to bring up this menu. Why is this a thing? If it is bound to aim down sights on controller, why is it not right click on mouse? Same keybind. Again, the keybinds are so fucked in this game that maybe it's selectable in the menu, but I didn't care to delve that deep. But I can say that in my 5 years of gaming on PC that I have never had to plug a controller in to do something in a game because I couldn't do it with mouse and keyboard. Just an insane shortcoming and oversight by the dev team. I can't stress enough how bad these menus are. Next on the docket is the campaign, so let's talk about that. I didn't hate the campaign, but I was also not blown away by it. I did it in a bit over 6 hours on the hardest difficulty, but by hour 4, I just wanted it to be over. There's very generic hoorah military characters fighting not a real country or even some made up country, but rather some vigilante group with arms that rival the US military apparently. A generic story with a generic twist, generic loss of your squad mate to pull at your heartstrings, but failing to do so because there's no character development or emotional weight to the situation beforehand. There are some fun set pieces and moments, but overall, you aren't missing anything if you decide to skip the campaign. Next up, we have to address progression. I like a good chase as much as anyone, and I understand this game is meant to last for years, so if you play consistently, you will level up, but the weapon progression is definitely too slow. On top of this, you have no good attachments at base, so every gun feels like shit out the gate. This isn't helped by the egregious bloom in the game, which is something the developers have addressed as bugged and will be addressing soon, but it doesn't feel good to shoot base weapons in the game. I think the weapons need more attachment options at base so they don't feel like ass when you first pick them up. I understand it's nice to feel the weapon get stronger as you use it more and level it up, but right now the balance is off. And again, EA has addressed some of these progression and XP issues, but I'm not grinding the game like I did in the first week, so it sucks that I was getting way throttled progression. However, props to them for recognizing the issue and working to fix it. Here's hoping it gets better in the future. Speaking of progression, you also have challenges, and some of these are just absurd. One for Engineer is to repair 6,000 damage in a single match. I love playing Engineer and repairing tanks, but the balance on this is out of whack as hell. Someone on Twitter did this in a Portal server, and they said it took 40 minutes of non-stop repairing. Like, come the fuck on, EA. Use your damn head. Act like you have played the game before. I don't know if these are supposed to be super prestigious or something, but the average person is never going to be able to do some of these requirements. The tuning is just completely fucked. 30 headshots in a single match is also pretty crazy. And if you do manage to do that, then you unlock the next requirement, which is sidearm headshots without reloading. Funnily enough, I actually got a headshot multi-kill with a sidearm in a game in one match. The stars just aligned, but I got no progress towards this challenge because I don't have the 30 crit kills yet. This is annoying how they lock progression to future challenges. Just let them all be unlocked so that you can more passively do these challenges. I hate time gates or any type of gates in games that are just there for the sake of being there. Please unlock all challenges so that you can feel like you're progressing multiple things at once. It feels so much better, and it doesn't pigeonhole you into certain playstyles to try to achieve these. Because some of these challenges are so insane and XP is so slow, a workaround that many people are doing is loading into bot lobbies just to farm. Well, this defeats the entire purpose of these being a challenge. Hot take, but bot lobbies should not count towards your stats. Seeing people with kill death ratios in the 20s is just stupid. Like, congrats, you can kill retarded AI enemies, good for you. XP should be greatly throttled or not count at all in bot lobbies, and it should not count towards stats like KD. Again, EA has addressed this issue and worked to correct it, but now people are mad about that. But the thing with bot lobbies is they were a symptom of the larger issue. That issue being that progression is too damn slow and challenge requirements are way overtuned. If these things were properly balanced, people wouldn't need to go to bot lobbies in the first place. And miss me with that get good shit. I'm not the best. Sure, for some people 30 crit kills is no big deal. But I'm definitely better than the average gamer, and I know that I have very little hope of completing some of these challenges. I will just reiterate that person's tweet. It took them 40 minutes of constant tank healing. Ridiculous. And again, I want to remind you that EA has addressed the progression system and I think already implemented some changes as of the making of this video, but I don't think they've spoken about the ridiculous challenge requirements. Next, I love the gadgets and class systems, but why do grenades feel like shit in this game? Please buff them. Now let's talk maps. I actually like the maps in Battlefield, but as someone who's played a lot of Breakthrough, there are massive balance issues on certain maps. I've been on Myrick Valley a number of times and never been able to capture the first zone. And I've been on the other side of that, where the team could not cap a single zone. Same goes for one of the New York maps. I just posted up behind a truck and they could not advance. I finished that game with 0 deaths because if I did get killed, I could easily be revived by a teammate in cover behind the truck.
Hey.
This is so unfun.
Yeah, this sucks.
Going deathless in a Battlefield match just shouldn't really happen. It's very unbalanced. It feels terrible on the losing side, but it's also not even fun on the winning side either. One thing that sucks in this game is how little ammo some weapons have. Sometimes in a game using an SMG, after like 4 kills I'm out of ammo. They need to tune the ammo economy a bit for certain guns. I know this is to provide value to the support class to give ammo to teammates, but on certain guns it's tuned way too low. Please fix. Another complaint is that during my last Battlefield 6 stream, it literally crashed my PC. Everything went black and then my PC kept trying to ramp up and start up, but it just wouldn't. I had to hit the power switch on the back and let it sit for like an hour, and thankfully it booted up. I was pretty scared though because I had heard of this game also bricking people's PCs. This should not happen. Why is optimization manageable for indie studios but rich as hell AAA studios can't seem to get it right? I legit have not played Battlefield 6 since my PC crashed. It spooked me. Be better, EA. Anyways, that's about all the stuff I didn't like in Battlefield 6. If you want to see everything I love about Battlefield 6, check out this video next. And if you want to see a balanced and measured take discussing everything, go check out my review on my other channel. If you enjoyed this video, leave it a like and consider subscribing. Check me out on Twitch at itssizzle7 if you want to see me play games live, and let me know down in the comments what you hate about Battlefield 6. And finally, if you're still here, thanks so much for watching to the end. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.